Welcome back. Here we go. Let's get started. If you forgot the rules, the way this works is every time the pen comes down, you can press pause if you are the teacher or leading a group, or if you're by yourself doing this at home as part of independent studies, just go ahead and press pause. We are combining sentences. I want you to copy this. Combining sentences. We're going to use and or but, or you could use an adjective. An adjective is a describing word. It's a describing word. So if I'm going to write an adjective about this pen, I could say the black pen, the felt tip pen. I could say different words that describe this pen. Go ahead and copy this heading. Excellent, excellent. Number one, the boy. Oh, why did I do that? I'm already messing up. I wrote it here and I wanted us to figure out how to do this on our own. The boy is looking at the ball. The ball is in the air. You see that there's two sentences. How would I make these two sentences one sentence? Go ahead and raise your hand and let's hear what you think. Okay, good, good, good. You could use and, right? The boy is looking at the ball and the ball is in the air. The boy is looking at the ball and it's in the air. The boy is looking at the ball, but it is in the air. The boy is looking at the ball that's in the air. There's different ways you can combine these. So go ahead and pick one and go ahead and write it under number one. And remember, you should have a capital and period. So I'm going to go ahead and write one. Mine might look a little different than yours, but that's okay. The boy is looking at the ball that's in the air. So I took the two sentences, and you can tell they're two sentences, right? Because there's two periods and there's two capitals, and I made them one sentence. The boy is looking at the ball that's in the air. Your sentence might look a little different than mine. As soon as you're done with your sentence, give yourself a little star or a heart or whatever you want to give yourself. Because you're awesome. Number two. Number two. Here are the two sentences. We put green apples in our backpacks. They were sour. We put green apples in our backpacks. They were sour. How would I combine those two sentences? I hope you shared some ideas. And now I want you to go ahead and put your ideas in writing. I want you to write how you would combine these two sentences in number two. There'll be a total of 5 sentences. Perfect. I think I'm going to go for mine. I'm going to go the adjective route. I'm going to use this sour. I'm going to put the sour up here because the they means the apples, right? So we put sour green apples in our backpacks. That's going to be my sentence. We put sour green apples in our backpacks. We put sour green apples in our backpacks. We put sour green apples in our backpacks. Maybe you decided we put green apples in our backpacks and they were sour. We put green sour apples in our backpacks. However you want to combine them, as long as you're making them into one sentence. And I'm done with this one. I'm going to go ahead and put a heart because I'm awesome, just like you're awesome. We are just full of awesomeness here. And at the virtual academy or wherever you are awesome, awesome. Number 3, the team went to the restaurant. It was empty. The team went to the restaurant. It was empty. Go ahead and raise a Zoom hand or your real hand if you're in a in-person classroom and combine those two sentences. Good idea, good idea. Take your idea and write it here for number 3 right now. Excellent. I'm going to write my idea. I'm going to write the team went to the empty restaurant. That's what I'm gonna write. The team went to the empty restaurant. The team went to the empty restaurant. It's more concise, it's shorter, and it tells the same information. It tells you that the restaurant was empty, and it tells you that the team went to the restaurant, but it's all done in one nice sentence. The team went to the empty restaurant. I'm going to give myself a happy face because I am happy. Woo-hoo. All right, number 4. Number 4. Multiple. You know what? I'm not going to read it. I'm going to have you read it. Unmute yourself. Go. Excellent. Now read it with me. Multiple sharks circled the carcass. It was on the ocean floor. Read it with me again. Multiple sharks circled the carcass. It was on the ocean floor. How would you combine that? Raise a hand or a Zoom hand and share. Excellent. And how would you write it? Go ahead and write number 4. Multiple sharks circle the carcass. It was on the ocean floor. I'm going to write multiple sharks circle the carcass that was on the ocean floor. I'm going to change the it was to that was on the ocean floor. Multiple. So, oops, multiple. Sorry. That's not the best multiple word ever, but that's okay. Multiple sharks circled the carcass. You know what? I'm not even going to put that. I'm just going to put on the ocean floor. On the ocean floor. Multiple sharks circle the carcass on the ocean floor. The carcass is like a dead bones and a dead animal. So it's a dead animal. So multiple sharks circle the carcass on the ocean floor. Okay, I'm gonna go if you so you should have already written something. You could draw yourself a little shark. Mine looks more like a weird fish, but you know what makes it a shark? The teeth. Do you like my shark? You better like my shark. All right. Number 5. Okay, number 5. This is our last one. My neighbor's house is very big. It is also very damp. Damp means it's slightly wet. So maybe sometimes maybe you wash your hair and then it's a little bit wet later on. It's not like dripping wet, just a little bit wet. Maybe you leave some clothes out to dry and it's still a little bit damp. Not super wet, not sopping, not dripping, but it's still a little bit wet. That's damp. My neighbor's house is very big. It is also very damp. Go ahead and how would you combine them? Raise your hand. Excellent. Go ahead and write the way you would combine them. That very well could look different from how I would combine them. Good. I'm going to go ahead and write mine. My neighbor's house is very big, and I'm going to use the word and. Remember, we could use and or but for some of these words, for some sentences. Is very big and damp. My neighbor's house is very big and damp. You I gave you time to write it, but just in case you want to add anything, pause if you want. And I'll give myself another star because I'm still fabulous all the way to number 5, just like I was fabulous here on number 1. Let's do me a favor. Let's read all of our sentences 3 times out loud. Read with me, follow the pen, unmute yourself, go. The boy is looking at the ball that's in the air. We put sour green apples in our backpacks. The team went to the empty restaurant. Multiple sharks circle the carcass on the ocean floor. My neighbor's house is very big and damp. That's 1. Let's do it again. The boy is looking at the ball that's in the air. We put sour green apples in our backpacks. The team went to the empty restaurant. Multiple sharks circle the carcass on the ocean floor. My neighbor's house is very big and damp. Excellent. One more time. One more time. The boy is looking at the ball that's in the air. We put sour green apples in our backpacks. The team went to the empty restaurant. Multiple sharks circle the carcass on the ocean floor. My neighbor's house is very big and damp. Excellent. I'll see you next time. Bye.